less, we will cast Corpse of the Lost. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and today we have a very special treat for you. It is the new season. It is the new season, guys, and that means that it is real sweaty out there. It's rough. We are waiting for AetherDrift to drop here soon. I will be in early access for AetherDrift on Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, the 5th. So make sure you turn on the bell and subscribe for all that. You're going to get to see all the new deck builds from me, Jay Villain, very soon. Because we're leaving the Foundations era behind and we're starting the AetherDrift. The race is going to begin. So before we go, though, I want to say goodbye to some of my favorite cards that came out of Foundations. Bloodthirsty Conqueror and some of these other skeletons and stuff like that. And we're going to have a fun time with something that can grind this nightmare meta up. Vampire Skeleton slop right here. Before we get down to that, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. You've got to do it, guys. You don't want to miss that early access stuff. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live stream goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. That is the best place to go. You know, you're going to want to see that. Yeah, all that live stuff, all that other stuff, like I said, early access is going to be live streamed. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there in the Discord, along with all the spoilers for the new set. And, of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So, if you want a copy of what we have going on here, make sure to go down to the AetherHub and you will find a copy for yourself. That all being said, what are we talking about with... We'll talk about Dead Skells. That's a reference. Orzhov Skeleton Vampire crazy combo. I said, let's pull off some of my first two decks. Let's just hybrid fusion together one. Authority of the Consuls. Everyone is running aggro right now. People are running mice, or they're running Boros mice. They're running mono red aggro. They are trying to grind through these ranks like crazy. We are going to put down Authority of the Consuls, and we are going to run it back. 1-drop white, everything comes in tapped, and when it does, we gain 1 life. This is going to synergize really well with our life drain abilities that we're bringing out with Starscrape Cleric. Absolutely a necessary card. I'm putting it in everything nowadays. It helps so much in the current meta where everyone is trying to bum rush you out the gate. It's just so great. Authority solos. Leave a comment. Authority solos. Removal. What are we talking about removal? Well, we're gonna go with 4 cut downs. I may have over removed a little bit. We could get away with maybe 3 cut downs, because 3 cut downs, 2 bitter triumphs, and 2 go for the throats. That's 7 right there. If we go with 4 shelters, that's 11 removal. It's a little bit much. We're gilding the lily a little bit there. Shelter by Ghost has other options besides what we're just the exile. It has other improvements that we want from it. But we're machine gunning. We need people out of our way. And frankly, like I said, the aggro that comes in, if you're playing against mono red or Boros mice, they will beat the shit out of you if you do not start killing everything that comes down, okay? If you don't start killing all that stuff that they're throwing out of their hand, they're going to beat you to death. It is bad, okay? So we need that suppression field. We need that suppressive fire to get to where we're going. If we're talking about the skeletons, we're going to go with Forsaken Miner from OTJ. Honestly, one of the better skeletons out there. 1 black, 2/2. He cannot block. That's okay. Blocking is for suckers. Whenever we commit a crime, we may pay 1 black. If we do, return Forsaken Miner from the graveyard to the battlefield. If we are playing any of our removal, meaning that we are targeting anybody that is committing a crime, we can immediately play him for 1 black, which is great. We love to see it right there. Then, Bitter Triumph, of course, is going to be discard or lose 3 life, destroy. I like that. Get Lost is not a bad one to get rid of the Planeswalkers. The enchantments might be really good. We got to watch out for certain enchantments. Up the Beanstalk is a pain in the ass. That's a good one to kill. Also, Temporary Lockdown really hurts this deck. Sheltered by Ghost, 1 white and 1 enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. Whenever Sheltered by Ghost enters, exile target non-land permanent as opponent controls until Sheltered by Ghost leaves. So we get to exile something. Somebody gets +1 and lifelink and ward 2. It's an insane amount of value. This is better than the McDonald's dollar menu right here, the value you're getting out of this, okay? We are going to also want some life gain on that. You know what I mean? We are going to lock out what they need, and we're going to push what we need to, and we're going to get those hits in. Case of the Stash Skeleton. Believe it or not, we're actually not casting a lot of skeletons. We're generating a lot of skeleton tokens, okay? That is part of it right here. 2/1, Case of the Stash Skeleton. Enters 2/1 black skeleton creature token and suspect it. Suspecting is actually interesting because it means it can't block, but we get Menace. We actually gain an advantage and a disadvantage. I like actually putting Sheltered by Ghosts on it because we get it make a 3/1 with Ward. It's hard to kill, and that Menace usually means that we make contact early on in the game. The other fun thing about this is basically a demonic tutor. So basically what that means is that if they kill the skeleton, if we have no suspected skeletons, we get to solve the case, and that means we can pay 1 black, look for a card, put it in our hand, and activate. Activate only as a sorcery. Really fun. Again, a nice aggro card to start filling out the board. Star Scream Cleric right here. 1 black, 1 black and 1, 2/1 Bat Cleric, Starscream Cleric. Of course, this is naturally, this is Megatron's second in command. Offspring for 1 black and 2. This is, you can make another one of these so that anytime that you gain 1 life, anytime you gain life, they lose 1. And if you have 2 of them, they're going to lose 2 anytime you gain a life. And again, that's going to synergize very nicely with Authority of the Consuls and Sheltered by Ghosts as we go. It will also create the Infinite Loop with Bloodthirsty. You know, I couldn't say goodbye to Foundations without saying goodbye to the Infinite Loop, which I love it. I love it. So we're going to go with 3 of these. It's also a nice 2/1 flyer right there. That is going to hit people up right there. It is good, and people kind of know what's going on when it happens. Here we have the build and hit. This is 4 Corpses of the Lost, arguably one of my favorite cards out there, and something that is going to be more and more relevant as we go because we're getting a bunch of pirates in Aether Drift. Grixis Pirates legitimately might be a really good combo play. 1 black and 2 skeletons you control get +1 and have haste, which is amazing for Forsaken Miner and cast Case of the Stash right there. And when you put this down, you create a 2/2 black skeleton pirate creature token, which means that you'll have a 3/2 pirate with haste for 3 mana. And if at the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, mean if anything has been put into your graveyard, you can pay 1 life and return this to your hand. That being said, that is really, really good. Returning it to your hand means you can play it again, which means that you can get more. You can put another pirate down and aggro out again. It's very, very nice. And again, he accelerates all your other skeletons down the range and does damage and does what he needs to do right there. Death Baron, another guy that I really want you to craft him. And this is kind of, I made this deck kind of with the thought of Aether Drift in mind coming down the road right here. Zombie support is going to be huge. Zombies are going to blow up. We got some zombies recently, and we have some occasional zombies. There is so many more zombies and zombie combination plays coming up for Esper, Orzhov, Dimir. There's a lot of interesting things. Death Baron, Foundations reprint, love it. 2 black and 1, 2/2. Skeletons and zombies you control get +1/+1. I am not mad at you crafting this. It is probably going to come in handy out of the new stuff we're going to do. So giving all of our little undeads here +1/+1 on top of the corpses and giving them Death Touch is going to be bad for you. I like this. We threw 2 Beseech the Mirror. Shout out to Zaverts for suggesting this. I don't usually play this, but I like this one. We're focusing on black here. 3 black and 1 to 4 drop. We can bargain it, which means that we have to sacrifice an artifact, token, or enchantment. Luckily for us, we are actually running a lot of tokens, and a lot of enchantments. We don't really have any artifacts, though. We could sacrifice a consoles, not a shelter probably, but a stashed, or even a corpse, or something, or any one of these tokens we generated to get this off. And what that will do, we can cast an exile card without playing it. So we search our library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If the spell was bargained, you may cast it from exile without paying. If the spell was mana 4 or less, put that exiled card in your hand if it wasn't. So we get to summon something out of the abyss and replay it. I can immediately summon a Death Baron, a Sheltered by Ghosts, a Corpse of the Lost to immediately swing in for more damage. I can't summon the Bloodthirsty Conqueror, which is just a little bit too bad. We'll have to hardcast him, but he is a finishing move, really. So this can kind of really bring about just get whatever emergency card that you need in middle to late game and just be a closer. And you'll see me pull off that combo. I needed one thing to close the game out. Beseech the Mirror came in handy and put it in. Then we have the Bloodthirsty Conqueror. You're going to say, Jay, this doesn't really fit. I like it, and I like Infinite Loop, and I like throwing the surprise in there, okay? They're not expecting this. They're saying it's a skeleton aggro deck. I know what's going on. We're going to keep them on our toes. That means if we do any damage and we have Star Scrape out, okay? The way this works, 2 black and 3, Vampire Knight, Flying Death Touch. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. And whenever we gain life, opponent loses 1. This creates an unbreakable loop that goes on forever. Yeah. It just wins. You just immediately win. If they take any damage at all, and what are we going to do? We're going to damage them with that swarm of skeletons. If one skeleton does 2 damage to them, we gain the life, they lose the life, we gain the life, we lose the knife. You get it. The night is over. It's done. Skeletons and vampires working together. Undead, solidarity. We love that. I just love it. It's one of my favorite things from Foundations, one of my favorite new cards, so that's how we're going to sign off and say goodbye. There we go. 5 plains, 10 swamps right there. We need a lot more black than we do white. Caves of Koilos, Concealed Courtyard. I mean, you know, I'm not really worried too much about your lands here. I think probably the only land that you could go for is you could go for the, what's that one called? What's that silly land called? Not Mirror, Soulstone Sanctuary. I wouldn't be too mad if you put that, because you could make it into a skeleton or a zombie. It's going to count for Corpse of the Lost, and it's going to count for Death Baron and all those like that. So I'm not mad if you put one of those in, you know what I mean? Whatever. But Caves of Koilos and Concealed Courtyard, we definitely need more black than white. And we're going to look at the stats right here. What are our stat lines? 14 creatures. You got to remember, though, that seems low on creatures. We have 8 enchantments that each make a creature. So we'll actually have 22 creature generating cards total in our hand. Bats, clerics, knights, skeletons, vampires, zombies, and wizards. A little bit of everything. A little bit of all the dark fantasy stuff right there. Instant sorceries, enchantments, and lands. A lot of enchantments. Kind of a secret enchantment deck. Kind of a surprising enchantment deck. 23 lands altogether and a 2.3 CMC. Again, like I said, why is this Captive Caves in my way? Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why that happened. Anyways, a lot more black than white right there. As far as the sideboard goes, Requisitioner Raid, not a bad idea to crack enchantments but not limited to artifacts. Destroy those as necessary and boost everybody up for a big play. I'm never mad at that. Hopeless Nightmare for 1 black, lose 2 life, and discard. The reason I have this is whenever they lose life, you gain that much. So you can gain 2, so you can put this in there if you want to trigger the infinite loop, if you have both of those out, so it's kind of fun. Tiny Bones is not a bad skeleton that we can steal with. Destroy Evil is not a bad option in case you're low on some of those removals. Nowhere to Run is a great way to bust through Ward, and Withering Torment is your selective enchantment removal, which is not really necessary for playing white, but I threw it in there because I usually do. You could do the that armor card if you wanted to do more enchantments. What's that called? Ethereal Armor. You honestly could do Ethereal Armor. We have enough. We kind of have enough enchantments in here to kind of make it worth it. So that could be a fun one to run as well in case you want to get real crazy with the Cheese Whiz as we go. But anyways, that is what we're looking like right there on the final Foundations deck that we do before we hit AetherHub. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing some theory crafting for what decks are going to be useful coming up in AetherHub, exploring the new mechanics. We have, not AetherHub, Aether Drift. We're going to be looking at the new mechanics. We have me and Numbskull's top 10 deck video that is available on my channel currently. We're going to be doing some test builds. And of course, we're going to be in early access on Wednesday the 5th. You don't want to miss it. Here we go. Let's get into the Dead Scales number 2 standard rank. Let's try to do it. Whatever it is that lets you just grind out the arena is hard. You see far more games and decks than players at huge tournament daily. Yeah. Only Sweats. Yeah, onlysweats.com. I'm going to start an OnlyFans guy. I'm going to start an OnlyFans, and it's going to be... Did you know you can do not porn on OnlyFans? I don't think a lot of people know that. People think it's literally a porn site. It's technically anything. It just here's what is the internet maxim? If you allow porn on your site and don't moderate it, eventually your site is going to be all porn. Unfortunately, this is kind of an internet it's kind of an internet kind of way of thinking. Like, that's why a lot of websites, you know, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, they don't allow porn, but not because they're Puritans, but because the website would just become porn. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would just be overrun. So there's just like no way to even deal with the amount of shit that would just flood the website. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Like, if Twitch allowed porn, that's why they try to toe the line. If they try to toe the line and say, like, listen, we have to keep down the they really, because here's the thing, porn attracts views. People love sex. They love porn. They love naked girls. They love naked guys. Whatever. People like sexuality. They're very horny out there, which is normal. People are horny. Believe it or not, sex is how you get more people. It's a very normal, natural process. I'm not anti-sex. But the thing is if you let it, like, if they allowed cam girls on the website, this website would just be cam girls. It'd be the number one thing. They can't let it happen because it's just going to get overrun. It you know, and that's a bad thing for the site, because while some people like porn, other people don't, and also nobody wants to watch porn 24/7 unless you're a hardcore gooner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody just wants to do that and only that. So yeah, it's kind of funny, that Incubus. That is a weird dichotomy. That is an odd thing that happens, because you've had porn girls that are become successful streamer, and then the ones that try to go from streaming to porn, I think, are probably much less successful. So legit, Shasa Gray's Elden Ring run was actually pretty fun. I watched a little bit of that, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Like, legit, it was funny. It was funny and interesting watching her fucking do Elden Ring. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was interesting. Boom, boom. He's gonna lose life there. He's gonna put that down. Oh, he's at a +10 right there. Great. He's going to stomp in there. Fantastic. All right. I think we're dead anyways. All right. We're going to do that. Boom, boom. So I didn't draw my removal here, which means I'm dead. Again, this is the name of the game right now. You either have removal in hand or you're dead. You either have removal in hand. Like, he just had a straight line. There was no, unless I killed it, and he had a protection, so there was nothing I can do. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know. I'm not a Puritan by any nature. I don't care if you do porn. I think that there is I think it's impossible to ever kind of get rid of the stigma of it because it is inherently a very intimate act. Sex is always going to be an intimate act. I don't think you can take that out of the equation. I don't think you can unintimatize it in any kind of real legitimate way because so it's always going to kind of not be seen as taboo, but at least you know, it's there are intimate acts, and I don't mean intimate as in sexual. I mean intimate as in there's a certain level of closeness that you are inviting with a person when you do something like this. Do you want to know what else is an intimate act that maybe people don't even think about being an intimate act? I'll tell you something, and you'll be like, yeah, that kind of is. Go sit at a little table and eat lunch with someone across the table from them. Do that with a stranger. Just go sit next to a stranger and eat lunch at a little table with them. And try it to not feel weirdly intimate. And again, not intimate as in sexual, but intimate as in this is a weirdly close thing we are doing. Do you know what I mean? There are certain acts that are, by their very nature, going to be close. There's just always going to be things that sleep with someone. You ever take a nap with someone in the same room? You ever go to sleep in the same room with someone? It's weirdly intimate. It is a very share a hotel room with somebody you don't really know, you know, not in any kind of sexual way, just being there. I think that there, and sex is just one of those things that's forever going to remain a close act. And I just think that trying to say that it's not is just kind of a fool's errand. You know, being like, no, it's not. It should just be this, or it shouldn't mean that. It always will. Like, I feel like no matter what, it kind of always will be, you know? I just don't think you can ever take it out of that. So, I'm sorry to get philosophical on you, but I'm in a philosophical mood. There just exist certain behaviors in humans that will always remain a intimate behavior. That's what I'm trying to say. And we could normalize them and say it's not shameful, it's not wrong or taboo. You know, but saying that, you know, it will never be intimate, it's to the point where it's whatever. I don't think that'd ever be the case. You know, the guy was just like, what the fuck? I know. Yeah, that guy was very confused. I like this deck though. I like this deck. It's a nice thick deck. I like thick decks, and I cannot lie. Oh no, it's fucking token slop. Alright. Fucking token slop. You can go to hell. You can go straight to hell, token slop. Fucking token slop. Boom. Corpse of the Lost. Boom. 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 He's going to run a Sunfall here because he can't think of anything else interesting or exciting to think of. He literally has no brain and can't think of anything to do. He's like, should I Sunfall now or should I Sunfall later? When should I Sunfall? How much? Should I do it a lot or should I do it a little? Or maybe... Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, he actually is just going to fail and die. Okay, well, that's pretty good. I like when they fail and die. It's pretty entertaining. Bro, skeletons stay fucking goated, man. I'm not going to lie. He did not have a white mana. That was his problem right there. I have a feeling that he would have Sunfalled if he had a white mana. I had a feeling that he was... Hey, I'm glad, Chris Cass. I'm glad you're doing good mentally. No villain can be denied. Poison Angels. Maybe we go back to Kaldheim and we'll get him one day, TJ. Maybe. Bum. I would have liked an earlier play, but we'll go with it, man. We'll go with... Ooh, Leyline of Hope. Okay, so life gain shenanigans here. Hinterland. Concealed Courtyard. Hinterland. Let's do you. He kept the 1 mana. He kept the 1 mana slammer. Oh my god. Oh my god. My man kept the 1 mana. The man kept the 1 mana slammer. Holy Lord. Lord mercy, man. The 1 mana slammer. He kept it. Guys. He fucking kept it. Good for him, though. For real, though. Good for fucking him. The 1 mana slam. I can't believe he did it. This is an absolute mad lad here. Absolute fucking mad lad. I love it. I love what a mad lad this man is. Bum. Oh, he got 2 guys. Okay, hold on. We might have a little signs of life here. He's got 2 lands. Let's do this. 1 mana on a dream. Tell me about it, bro. My man was fucking going for it. We're going to wait to play the removal on here. Boom. Okay. We'll wait. 1 mana and a dream. God damn, the 1 mana slammer. He's going to play Shelter. We're going to do this to absolutely fucking break his back. Yep, there you go. Listen, I salute you. We who are about to die salute you. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We who are about that man. I have more respect for that man than any Sunfall player ever. I'll tell you that much. There's that guy, and then every single Sunfall player in the world is under him. That man said, I don't give a fuck. I got fucking Leyline. I'm putting down Leyline in 1 man, and we're going to let fucking God sort it out. I don't give a good goddamn what fuck happens. We're going to figure this shit out one way or the other. That's some gangster shit right there. For real, though. That man was gangster. Damn. I keep not getting the early plays here. I'm gonna mulligan this. I feel like we're a little bit. That's better. It's not great, but it's better. Oh man, I really need this for the Death Baron. Let's hope we grab the other one. We'll go with the 2-mana Booma. Boof. So you're gonna play removal on a 2-drop, on a 2/2 1-drop that can't block. Analyze poison. Boom. Let's do this. Stash Skellington. Boom. Okay, I need a black mana right here. A black mana would be perfect. I don't know what this guy's up to, but I don't like it. When you said wasps, I thought you meant like the animal. Like wasps. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Wasp would say Latin. It should say, if you mouse over it, it says MTG Mal. I don't know who that is. Whoever Mal is. Get lost. That's great because I need lands, so we'll use those explorers. Yeah, I know wasps are white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, but when I saw it out of the corner of my eye, I was like, yeah, wasps would speak Latin. They'd love it. Wasps are so dramatic and edgy. They would go up to a beehive and be like, Mortium est delinda. And the fucking bees would be like, bro, these guys are fucking trying way too hard, man. These guys are like way trying too hard. And everyone would be like, yeah, they are. Who's he gonna leyline binding? That guy. Guess what I have here? Yeah, I do, because now I can play it back if I play a thing. You can't have it. That goes down. Boom. And if I target you, I can go back and I can replay him. Now you fucking did nothing. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's do Deathbond Varen right here. He's going to play another fucking Leyline Binding because he can't help it. Boom. And we go in. Pop, pop. He'll probably play a Sunfall here because he's a Sunfall freak. You don't actually need to think when you can play Sunfall and Beans. Yeah, this is a boring fucking op right here. Everyone boo this man. Boo. Boo this man. Boo this man. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's do this. Fuck you. Yeah, lose your flood pits, man. I want you to lose your flood pits. There you go. There you go. Now here's the song call. Here it comes, guys. You ready for it? I'm glad you guys are actually booing in the chat. Booze in the chat, boys. Booze in the chat. I'm gonna have to. I already have the O's. I'm gonna have to add a B so you guys can boo boo him more. Boo him more effectively. Oh, that's really funny. Boom. 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 Okay. Shame. Shame. Avatar. All right, what is he going to cast here? The Last Airbender. La, 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 la. Uh-oh. This guy didn't realize... This guy didn't know that console fucking solos. He did not know about it. He said, there's no way that fucking console solos. There's no way that fucking console solos. I don't believe it. And I needed to let him know that console fucking solos, man. It fucking solos. Oh, is he going to do it again? He's saving his smites up. Damn, he had fucking all exiles. Look at that. Look at that. Never mind then. Consoles apparently doesn't fucking solo. Because he had nothing but fucking exile in his hand. Oh, now he's mad at consoles too. Look at this man. Look at this man. Was I wrong about the booing? Was I wrong about the fucking booing? Look at this garbage, man. Look at this. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, man? God damn, man. Oh, and it's a land, naturally. Let's do this. Boom. Draw land off that one. Let's do this. Boom. We'll draw a cut down off that one. We don't need that. We need something better than that. All right, we're able to resolve these skeletons right now. So if he kills us, there's Zur, so he's gonna fucking go crazy here. Target aura, he's gonna turn something into a fucking monster. Yeah, that's that. What a fucking mess of a deck right there, guys. What a fucking mess, man. Jeez, bros. And people wonder why there's no casuals. That is just, yeah, you weren't kidding, Trex. That is the sweat. That is just the sweat. That is just the absolute fucking sweat lord, man. Just fucking dripping like that fucking, the fucking gif from Airplane where he's trying to land the fucking plane, just pouring in his eyes. Oh my god, snooze fest. You were correct. That is in fact a snooze fest. I'm gonna mulligan this. We need a little bit more aggressive on that. That's better, but it's not great. We'll drop the... We haven't been able to use the Conqueror yet. Okay. Boom. Okay. So we'll just cut you down. We don't really want you. We don't want you fucking landfalling. Shelter. Let's Fighting Love. Let's put down you first. Let's put down you first. I want the band queue. Remember where they would do meta shakeup challenges? Do you guys remember that? Where they would go in and they would go, what we're doing is called the meta shakeup challenge, and what that is you Does he have the does he have the protection for it? That's the question. Let's do this. Let's do this then. He does. He does have the protection. He has an instant. He has a fucking instant. Yep. Boom. 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 Down to 4. Where they said these 5 cards are banned. So they would say Sunfall, whatever the top 5 played cards are banned, and it would rotate. That would be hilarious. Ideally, you would do something like that in like Alchemy or something like that. Yep. Yep. That's what I thought. But that when they did that midweek Magic, it was so fun. I liked it. That's part. You know what? And that's what I've said for a long time. That's part of the reason. That's part of the reason I love Artisan so much. Is that you need to know how to fucking play the game. You need to absolutely know how to play the game. You can't. No bomb is gonna save you. Do you know what I mean? And like you were saying, throwing bombs. Is just who can throw the most bombs fastest. You can't do that in Artisan Queue. It's not. It's a little bit better in Pauper because the power level is there. I feel like people maybe don't like Pauper because it's like, oh, I have to play with dog shit cards. But with Artisan, that's where fucking that shit is gas. That shit is awesome. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go in here because I don't want him. I'd rather kill him, and then res my guy because I think he's trying to go wild. I think he's trying to go real fucking wide here, bro. I would fucking play so much Artisan. You have no idea. Like legit, I would legit play so much fucking Artisan. I love Artisan. Is so fun, man. I really think they're missing an opportunity by not throwing it out there. I really do. I think they're being silly by not putting it. He could push aggro here, but if he is playing aggro with authority, as you may or may not know, it solos. There's shelter. I'll be able to crack that next turn, unless he runs a protection. Boom, boom, boom. He took my guy. Let's say discard a card, crack you open, get rid of Koilos, pay 2. If he has protection, I'm fucked. I can't do anything for him. Nope, he didn't. Didn't do anything for him there. All right, Resolute Reinforcements. 2 of those come in tapped. Gain the life off 2 of them. Pop. He can hit me for a little bit here. We'll take that back. We'll replay it because he doesn't want to get that. Hey, what's up, Draggle? I've been playing Erase the Past deck, which has been pretty fun. That's awesome, Draggle. Thank you for coming by the show, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, man, I really love Artisan, bro. I'm a big. You'll hear me talk about it a lot. You'll hear me talk about it a lot. How much I like Artisan, because I am an Artisan liker. I am in fact an Artisan enjoyer. Okay, so we're gonna hold the. Do we want to hold the cut down? Yeah, we'll hold the cut down. I would have liked to replay this out of the graveyard if he blocks it, but we'll see here. We'll see what kind of double blocks he can get. He's going to go for it. Boom, boom. Okay. We're going to knock that out. Okay, that's double strike. Wandering Rescuer is probably going to kill the shit out of us. That's going to be 6. Wait, hold on. He might have fucked up here. That's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If he has the pump card, we're good. We're going to lose. If he has the pump card. Oh, yeah, Artisan, Marauding Army, Artisan. I'm sorry, I didn't explain it. It is common and uncommon only. There's Pauper, Artisan, and then Standard, basically. Gleeful Demolition. I don't think you understand that gives me a shitload of life. Yeah, that gives me 6 life, my guy. And they all come in tapped. Yeah, I don't know why you did that. And, of course, a land for Jay's convenience. Let's do that. He's going to keep feeding me life. He loves it. This dude loves feeding me life. It's his favorite thing in the world. He wants to feed himself cards and feed me life. So that's a shelter. That's going to be a double strike shelter on the blocker. That's going to be game right there. Got too much mana on that one. A little bit of a rip mana run. Not great. But we are ranking, and that is important. That is important. Right. Dun, 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 dun. What is... I remember Pack Wars. God, what are the rules for fucking Pack Wars, man? Okay, this is not horrible, but we do need to get this authority down pretty quickly. We'll put down Forsaken. Okay. We'll put down Star Scrape just because we want to scrape those stars out. Boom. Hey, what's up, Mr. Cthulhu? Okay. We're getting no mana here. Boom, boom. Okay, what's he running? Reanimator? This is Sultai Reanimator? Chart a course. Hey, Tay Moon, by the way, subscribe with Prime. I don't even think I mentioned that. I missed that. Thank you so much, Tay Moon. Welcome and thank you. We'll do this. Lazy Comrade, did I say hi? Right, we'll do this. Boom. What's he doing? It's Omniscience Reanimator. Yeah, and we're drawing 0 mana here, so we're probably gonna lose. Yeah. We're probably gonna lose because we're running 0 mana. Overlord of the Bale Marks. Yeah. Yeah, oh, it's Esper? The fuck is going on? Oh yeah. He's not getting any mana either, so apparently the game is just like, fuck both of you. We'll put down a Death Baron. He loses next turn unless he can do something here. No, he just is gonna fucking lose, I guess. Oh, there it all was. Yeah, that's a shame. Courtyard. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man. The shuffler was like, hey, how about both of you fucking lose the game? Wouldn't that be funny if both of you fucking just flopped and did a terrible job? Malone died all morning. I always like hearing little reports. I feel like I'm getting like newswire reports, like through the war. People will be like, Ash Lizzie just fell in the front lines. She gave up fighting after 12 hours, while Malone holds strong with his Esper deck. Like, everyone is, like the meta of this game is like a nightmarish enemy that we're all fighting at once. Meanwhile, J Villain holds up on the Orzhov front, trying to grind up a little bit. Meowdic has performed amazing breakthroughs with control decks, but nothing to be surprised over there. Yeah, it's, Pack Wars is magic on the cheap. Italy invades France. Heaped Harvest. Boom. Boom. Search. He's ramping. We're going to have to bolt the bird here, unfortunately. No, you know what? Let's not bolt the bird. Fuck you. We're going to go wild. We'll bolt whatever fucking crazy thing he puts in here. We have the Beseech the Mirror combo to hit Bloodthirsty Conqueror off if he needs to. He's got 5 mana to lay down here, but I have the removal to pop him out. Up the Beanstalk. Oh, look. Okay. Okay. That's so shocking because nobody ever plays this. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Up the Beanstalk's actually a really good card. Like, I don't think people realize how useful and powerful that card is. Alright, I'll cast Trailblazers coming in for the extra mana. Okay. We're going to do Beseech the Mirror. If we get a land, we're going to do Beseech the Mirror. And we can swing in with Stormcloak Templar here. Okay, Brawler. Man, Authority. What does Authority do, guys? What does Authority do, guys? I don't know if y'all know this. I need a land right here, and I can... A black mana? Yeah, it's a black mana, it's a black mana. Come on, black mana. Hell yeah. Okay. Mana value 4 or less. And immediately play it. Alright, so we will crack Bargain, Authority. If you cast a spell as Bargain, you cast the spell's mana 4 or less. We will cast Corpse of the Lost. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. I just realized that Bargain is too expensive. We can find the we can summon Pot of Greed. It lets you draw 2 additional cards from my deck. I just realized we can't hard cast. Well, we can't crazy cast the Bargain chip, but we can do some fun stuff with that one. Basically, that's what fucking I summoned Beanstalk. I summoned Stalk of Beans, which lets me draw 2 additional cards from my deck. It doesn't do that. It does do that. I summoned Stalk of Beans for 2. I'm making myself... I'm fucking punchy tonight, man. I'm fucking making myself crack up. I roll my dice. Hey, what's up, Asmaran? Whoa, Black Betty. Asmaran. Whoa, Black Betty. Asmaran. Whoa, Black Betty. Asmaran. See, no other streamer out there has a come-in theme, has a walk-in theme for you, Asmaran. I want you to know that I stand alone on this. That there does not exist another streamer who has a whole theme for you. Okay, I want you to know that. Not out there. Doesn't exist. Hold on. So we put down Minor. Alright, we're going to do that. Boom, boom. We grab the shelter. And then we hit the boom, 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 boom. There we go. You let me know right away if somebody else comes up with a Comin theme song for you. Okay. Yeah, KKK so. KKK so. Nice. I should have gone with Old Reliable all along, man. We got to stick with what we know. We got to stick with what we know. Asmoran. Sheltered by Goats. That would be a good, honestly, TJ Wadsworth, Sheltered by Goats would be a really fun unglued card. Oh. Bonus game. Dun 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 dun. Boom. Forsaken Miner. Hey, what's up, Blue Yo Cheese? Deolith, what you doing? How you doing? Deolith. Talking about me and an espresso. New house. Boom. Yeah, Case of the Stash Skeleton really is quite goated. Like, I think people count that fucking card out way too much. They do not put fucking respect on that card's name. Is he gonna pump? He's probably going to pump and explode it. I was worried that playing cut down wouldn't work because he would pump it, yeah. Boom. Puts that down. It's a Rakdos mouse deck. Interesting. One pump man. All right, I'm not happy about that, but we're going to go in anyways with it. He's probably going to try to play removal on me here. Lightning Strike. Boom. Boom. We'll wait because we could actually res that from the graveyard. We'll see what he's trying to run here. Might of the Meek. Let's kill him. I think we're going to have to kill this guy, chat. Swift Blade Symphony. Corpse of the Lost. Hell yeah. Guys will see Corpse of the Lost and just say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guys will just see Corpse of the Lost and say, hell yeah. All right. Yeah. Simic is the worst thing ever invented. It's horrible and should be banned from the game, and it mostly has been. But it's literally the worst thing that anyone has ever come up with. It is the great enemy and the deceiver, and all should cast it down away from what is good and pure in the world. That's pretty much all I have to say. Aside from we are going to be skeletoning Vampire out soon. This will probably be the last deck video I make before my descent into the gas guzzlers and the engines and everything else. So we're gonna do some theory crafting here soon. Until next time, guys. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye bye.